Alright, so after that, I guess, sort of revelation? Sort of? It's time to do more side questing. So there was the malfunctioning transporter.
We've got company.
Yeah.
Looks like machines.
And we can clearly see why that one's malfunctioning.
Signals detected from enemy units.
Those are enhanced machines, the ones with the special paint job. They are tougher than your average machine.
Okay. Are there like more varieties of enhanced machines, or is it just like basic and enhanced?
Well, it's basic, enhanced, and then of course there's all the special ones like the one in the desert and the ones in the amusement park. Also, this is really dangerous because all of them have giant axes. And because of this, I'm going to try something that is simultaneously incredibly stupid, but if it works out, will be amazing. I'm going to try and engage. Well, try is the keyword here, because holy crap. Oh no. I'm going to try and engage the boom.
Wait, you're gonna self-destruct?
Hell yes.
Ow.
Normally after the self-destruct, your health will be set to a single hit point, but because I have deadly heal, I healed off of killing all of those things.
And now you're not wearing pants.
Well, I mean, to be never wore pants, you wore a skirt.
Well, you're not wearing a skirt.
I guess it got lost in the blast.
That's,
Enemy machine life forms eliminated. Access point returned to functioning status.
Oh my.
At least the job's
Bunker
done.
to 2B. The signal from the access point just came back online. Good
I wonder
job.
if the commander's
I have
aware
some
that
information
2B is
about that,
talking to her
Commander.
without a skirt
Go on.
on.
The
I
access
wonder
point
if
went offline because
Zara's
machine
aware that I'm
life forms were
talking to
jammed.
him
Which
without
means
pants
they know
on.
that facility is one of our network terminals.
It's okay,
Yeah,
I am actually.
but that's not
good.
all. They knew it was
Oh, you
connected
put
to
those
our
on
network.
special
Today,
for
yeah,
the
just for the
recording?
recording.
It's almost like they
They're
were
coming
saying
right
they were
off as soon as we're done.
Damn. They're getting smarter by the day. Thank you. I'll be
Anyway,
sure to share
apparently
this with the
machines
Council of
know
Humanity
what
on the move.
access points are
Understood.
for. So that's not good. And that's all we get for that. It's just a bit of experience. Luckily, the way to get the skirt back on is just by transporting to a different location.
Oh yeah, luckily.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you want to play a skirtless 2B, get ready for explosions. You won't be seeing skirtless 2B too much in this entire Let's Play, because I never really use self-destruct.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
In that case, I just wanted to show it off.
I mean, it would be very strange if there were more ways to get rid of the skirt. Seems more like a
Anyway,
little
we have...
joke thing.
Last time we looked at some things. There is the photograph spot and the mystery spot. For now, we're going to check out that location for the photographs. Because the one lady who was looking, who had those photographs, she wanted the coordinates for the locations. So we should take a look. So we will venture deep into the desert.
I'm getting serious Journey vibes.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Hello, random man. We will ignore you.
Is that the player character from Journey?
No, it's just a resistance guy.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, no, this is no crossover game.
I bet they made some reference to it. Whoa. What is happening now?
Well, when you get too close to the edge of the desert map, or otherwise try to go through an area you're not supposed to go through, a sandstorm will appear.
Oh.
Like that. But if we make it through this particular sandstorm... Look at this place.
This is nice.
Nice little oasis.
Hold on. This is one of the places in that resistance member's photographs. Better record the coordinates.
And that is 1 out of 3 photographs. Also, there's an android body here. For some reason.
9S has nothing to say about that?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a plug-in chip.
Corpse.
That's all that's left. Just a corpse. We've seen plenty of those. We've seen.
We've made a
animated
couple
corpses.
of those.
Yeah, we made a couple of those. We fought somebody who wore them like accessories.
Yeah.
Also, there's a living
Oh.
a soldier here.
That's it? Oh.
No, she has more to say. Yeah, that's one thing. Fishing here in this place actually yields a bunch of fish that you cannot get elsewhere.
Oh.
So if you wanna get like, the all of the possible fish to catch, you'll need to make it to this place at some point.
Are
So
you
that's the
ever gonna go
photograph.
fishing?
I will go fishing. I won't be showing off all the fish or anything, but I will be fishing up some important stuff. But that won't be for a while.
Okay.
For now, we should check out that weird mystery spot in the desert that appeared a while ago.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a quest that's related to there. It's question marks, so...
Who knows what it
It
could
is
be?
worth checking out, though, because there is something really cool in that spot. But first, we'll have to traverse more of the beautiful desert.
So in
by
this
sliding on
sandstorm,
the sand.
does it deal damage after a certain distance, or?
No, it's basically just when you reach a certain point within the sandstorm, you hit an invisible wall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of buried stuff in the sand. A lot of old pieces of some ancient civilization,
Yeah.
like these stairs and other sort of building type things.
We think, wow, that's an ancient civilization. I wonder what these stairs led to. What you don't know is they led to the bathroom.
I mean, they might. I mean, the ancient civilization... Consider this is the year 11,000 something. Ancient civilization is what is our today.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
you know.
That is thousands... We are thousands of years old by this point. Also, I am actually thousands of years old. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret.
That you said in a video on the internet.
Well, nothing I can do about that now.
Yeah, nothing you could do.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Impossible to fix. What's the beeping?
What beeping? Oh, that's just
Is
part of
this
the soundtrack.
a pod?
Oh.
Hypothesis. The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
Why was it abandoned? Pod, reactivate it for me. If it's usable, try to overwrite the original owner with my ID.
What?
Activation complete. Access granted. Previous owner ID successfully overridden.
What?
Special weaponry now available.
We now have a second pod. We can now switch between pods.
It was
Now
definitely
have
thinking
an-
that was going to lead to a quest where she, like, tried to figure out who owned the pod and... Okay.
Nah, who cares about that? We have a new pod.
Okay.
That's much better. So this pod has a different firing. Like the normal pod is the Gatling pod,
Yeah.
which just fires a Gatling gun. This one has a different weapon, which I'll show off, well, as soon as we come across some enemies, which are nearby, luckily. You can already see... I do like that the pods are visually very different. Like
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
has that black box thingy attached to the back of it.
Yeah. I gotta say, I love the little arms on them.
Yeah, the pod's arms are...
They're very
cool.
cute.
Yeah. It also means they can probably hold stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having a pod like hand you things
The
while you're doing
possibilities.
something?
The
So here's some
possibilities. Oh, snap!
Homing missiles. Now the homing isn't extremely good. Like if something moves, it is very easy for the missiles to miss, and sometimes something doesn't even have to move for that. But still, the missiles are honestly not the best weapon, but they are serviceable.
They're pretty
In
neat.
most cases, though, I generally personally use like pods to get rid of enemy bullets.
Oh, I see.
And that the Gatling pod's much better for that. Also, you can install, if you have more than one pod program, you can install a different pod program on different pods. So when switching, you don't only switch their primary fire, but also the pod. Also, if you have multiple pods and you hold the pod program button like that, you can fire multiple shots, or, well, basically you get like a charge attack with your pod program.
So the laser was charged with one, and then the other one came out ready to fire the laser
Also
as well.
fire laser. Yes.
That's interesting.
That also works if you have like different programs on your pod. Just the charge up will always be the one program that's on your current pod.
Okay.
So if I had a different program on the other pod, it would still fire 2 lasers.
Mm.
Also, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to cooldowns on pod programs. Well, I'll talk a bit more about that when we have some more. When we're not in the middle of a side quest here.
Yeah. So they have
Apparently some machines have stolen some chips.
We have to track them
3 of
down.
them.
Ah, the magic 3.
Always the number 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, they're all pretty close by. So this won't be too much of a hassle. In fact, the first one is just
Signal code detected for
a
missing
little while
plug-in chip.
a little bit
Marking
back.
approximate location on map.
And luckily, the pod is always incredibly helpful by marking things on the map. That's probably the one line the pods say the most is marking things on maps,
Yeah.
because they say it every time. Which is I personally think it's nice. It's a nice touch because that's their programming. That's what they do. They mark things on maps as well as other functions.
Yeah. What am I... What?
Alert. Signal code detected
They have
for missing plug-in
electric
chip.
spikes on their
It is
tiny
likely the
shields.
possession of a machine life form.
And what you have to do is that's
Shoot 'em
why
off.
fire, exactly. Shooting at that gets rid of the electrified spikes. Because if you try to attack one of those electrified spikes, you are going to get hurt. Which makes sense because it's electricity. You're not even like your weapons are made of metal. You're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
That's conducting all of it. There's one still over here somewhere. I can hear it. There it is. Hello.
Got a little stuck there, buddy. Well, there you go.
So that was
Requested plug-in chip obtained.
basically for every plug-in chip that's there for every mark on the map. There's a group of enemies, and upon defeating all of them, you get one of the quest's plug-in chips. They are not like
Usable,
equipable plug-in
yeah.
chips. No, they're a key item. They go into key items in your inventory.
Right.
Anyway, so let's go to the next spot. Which, if we look on the map real quick, there's a spot here,
And then another one up.
and there's a spot right over there.
So hit them both.
Hit them both and check them out and fight whatever's there.
No bore
Which-
riding.
No, I mean, the other 2 spots they're a bit higher up.
Yeah, it'd be weird to try to get a boar to climb stairs.
I don't know if it's even possible to get a boar or something up a building. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't think they're
Wouldn't
that
have much utility
agile.
either.
No. Like the riding of animals is purely just to get around. Now these enemies, generally the missile pod the missile pod is pretty useful against, as long as they don't move too much. Which they
Right.
won't do if you like stay at roughly the same distance from them. Also, of course, the nice thing is having the double pod programs dealing extra damage. Now, I actually was talking about that. The cooldown of a pod program gets extended if you fire it with multiple pods.
Sure. That makes sense.
So if I double laser, the cooldown will be longer than if I single laser. Also, every pod has its own cooldown for its own pod programs, if you have different programs on them. So if you were to fire, if you were to have laser on one pod and something else on a different pod, and you were to then just fire a single laser,
Alert.
the other pod's
Specifications of this
program
plug-in
would
chip
still
are
have
Oh.
Charge. It would
This
still be
chip
ready to
is a
go.
model used exclusively by Yorha units. There is no reason for a non-Yorha android to possess it.
A Yorha only chip?
Okay, that's interesting.
So what was said?
Apparently the chip that was retrieved had the specifications of a chip that is unique to your high units. So it's strange that a resistance member would ask you to retrieve those.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be a Yorha chip. Oh well, for now, best thing to do is just at least make sure that the chips are no longer in machine hands.
Yeah, better in resistance hands than... Whoa!
Yeah, those gun guys, they are dangerous. Luckily, usually all the bullets they shoot are the lighter colored bullets, so you can actually just shoot them down with your gun. Might as well finish this in style.
Eat sheesh! Alright, let's see what happens.
Alert. Incoming message from command.
All units, be on the lookout for a missing Yorha in the city ruins. This unit was in possession of several plug-in chips that contain classified information. I need you to seek out whatever intel you can regarding their current whereabouts and status.
Roger. Chips with classified data, is it?
That's suspicious.
This
There's something very
resistance,
suspicious about all of this.
And the fact that Yorha units are deserting left and right.
Yeah, that's also strange. There's a lot of strange things going on right now.
So we don't
I'm
have
sure
any
we'll figure something out.
we don't understand why they're doing that now, right? Like
We have no
we don't know
reasons
given.
No, I mean, they might just no longer want to fight. There might be something else at play. We don't know. As it is, we're not aware of why some Yorha members are deserting. Anyway, we got these chips, so I'm suspicious.
I am too.
I'm suspicious. Let's not. Let's not. I mean, we kind of do, but you know what? Fine. Have your chips. We'll figure this out. We're keeping an eye on you, mister. Well, that's a whole bunch of stuff. And a pod program.
Okay, we're friends now.
We're friends now. You gave me new toys.
Yeah.
Family, you say?
Oh no.
Do androids have family? Do androids have family? What?
I mean, we know machine life forms do.
Yeah, they do. We met two sisters at least. Also, a tiny family was there. Anyway, we have this new pod program, which I'm sure I'll show off at some point. But for now, we're back at the resistance camp, because there's one more thing we can do here while we're here. If 2B would climb the ladder, there you go. Remember when you asked whether or not you could get inside the one place here in the storage area?
Yeah.
And I said you could like once. Well, there's a quest here.
Oh.
We can ask what's wrong or ignore the troubled fellow. I love the no options. They're always so good. Like the one that was like, you know, ignore the weirdo or ignore her hinting. Like, let the weirdo figure it out.
They're actually. Well.
So you ask me? Look at you. You look way stronger physically than I do.
Then again,
I'm a combat unit. That's fair enough. I guess. Then again, I'm a combat unit. I fight things. I'm not a storage worker.
So?
Yeah, you're right.
Reject
Might as
the
well do
offer? It's not really an offer.
Yeah, that one's kind of strange.
Reject the request, I would think.
Marking objects likely to be the targeted packages.
I can't get them out like this. Ugh, better make a path first.
This is actually these are easier than it's like the first time I saw these. I was like, oh no, you're gonna make me do block puzzles. It's not that bad. It's not that bad because you don't have to pull or push blocks all the way because you're small enough to get past these things. Unlike nicest's pathfinding, what was that? AI partners. I've yet to see AI partners in a game that actually know how to pathfind. Unless they're like,
see, the thing is, like,
straight up attached to you or something.
well, I mean, like, the thing is, like,
Okay.
with AI,
should be all
if
of the
the AI is
packages.
allowed to just do its own thing, no big deal. But then, like, when you introduce player movement to it, they have to respond to your movement, so they have to,
That's true. That's true.
you know,
It
they
it
can't
can be
predict
easy
where
to-
things are gonna be, you know,
Yeah,
or where you're gonna go.
that's fair enough.
I don't know if we'll
No,
ever
but-
get to a point where the AI is gonna be smart enough.
Anyway, we found the package, so let's give it to the guy.
He couldn't do that on his own, though?
Apparently not. Also, nicest just loves to complain.
I mean, he could barely walk in there.
I mean, that is true, though not for the reason that he's giving. He's right, though. That storage area, that's like such inefficient use of space.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll take it up with your superior.
Why don't we just
At
go
least-
talk to a Mamini ourselves?
Rewards.
Oh.
Always good stuff.